to get the 2021 high school football season underway. And here we go. There is the kickoff, and it is going to be taken out. No touchback, taken out, and he is going to be, makes a move, brings it to the 20, still on his feet, out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So the Falcons will take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Their first possession of this monster game. And what a difference, Enrique. You look at some of the some of the college programs that like to start their seasons off with what we call cupcakes, easy games to kind of get them going. Not here, not for Second Baptist or Kinkaid. This is a huge matchup to start the season.
Oh yeah, they're going on it right off the bat. Just give it to me. That's basically what they're saying. Give it to me. We're ready.
All right, so here we go. Shotgun snap for Kinkaid and their quarterback. Handoff. Goes to his left, and he is stopped and going to lose a couple of yards. The running back. So great penetration and a great read by that Second Baptist defensive line. And again, the Kinkaid Falcons lose yardage on the very first play of the game. I'm going to try to get you some of the names of some of the players here. So again, another shotgun snap for the Kinkaid Falcons. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got a man through double coverage, but throw was offline, incomplete, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down coming up here for the Falcons. Interesting, Enrique, they didn't really give much of a loss on that very first play. I thought he lost at least a couple more yards, but right now the line of scrimmage is at about the 26, so only about a loss, technically a loss of a yard and a half or so. Nonetheless, 3rd and 11 here for Kinkaid. Quarterback under pressure, rolls out to his right, dumps it off, and it is incomplete. That running back there was starting to think about those Second Baptist defenders that were waiting for him, and just lost concentration, dropped to the ground, and it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Kinkaid Falcons, who will punt. So we're waiting for Kinkaid to get set. Here's the snap, the punt. Low line drive kick, not very far, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Here we go, 2nd down for Second Baptist, and it's a quick handoff to Eli Smith, who is going to get gang tackled and brought down right about the line of scrimmage. So nothing there for Eli Smith, who the Eagles, Enrique, are really counting on to have a monster year. He was an absolute force last season. Here we go. Third down for Second Baptist. Quarterback rolls out to his right, and he tries to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. Kind of a dangerous throw there. There was pretty good coverage, and he tried to throw it as the receiver was falling out of bounds, but they could not connect. And so just like Kinkaid, it's going to be a 3-and-out here for the Second Baptist Eagles on their first possession of the game. I guess not really a surprise, Enrique, considering how good these two teams are and are expected to be. So we'll see what kind of punt the Eagles can get here as they try to pin Kinkaid back deep in their own territory. Again, a slight breeze, but really nothing of note. Here is the kick, the punt, and pretty good kick. Going to take a really nice Second Baptist bounce all the way to the 15-yard line. So considering the punt wasn't a booming kick, took a very nice bounce, and that's where the Kinkaid Falcons will take over their second drive of the game after two quick 3-and-outs for both schools here to start this monster game. So that will bring up 2nd and 2 here, coming up for the Kinkaid Falcons. Two receivers to the wide right. Shotgun snap. Here's another handoff to the running back who, again, jukes it out to his left. He's got the first down and more. One man to beat, and a nice tackle out of bounds, but not before the first down. So very nice run there, Enrique. And that is Dylan Bell, the running back. Here's another handoff, and this time it's no gain. He's still trying to stay on his feet, but he is going to lose yards. So a little bit of a battle of wills here. Kinkaid trying to push back and assert themselves after that big play to pick up a first down. But Second Baptist said not this time, and they will lose yards. And it's going to be about a 5-yard loss, 4 or 5-yard loss for Kinkaid. No huddle as they try to pick up the tempo here. They've got 3 receivers wide right. One man in the backfield, shotgun snap. Quarterback looking under pressure, rolls out to his right, looking under pressure, and he's got nowhere to throw, and he goes down. So Enrique, I guess you could call that maybe a coverage sack. The quarterback was looking, trying to find somebody open, but there was nobody there, and he went down. So it's going to bring up a big third down here for the Kinkaid Falcons. Here's the shotgun snap. And wait a minute, whistle before the play. And I don't know if it's going to be a timeout or a penalty. We'll find out. Looks like a timeout. The quarterback, by the way, for the Kinkaid Falcons is Luis Gustafson. Unless they call him Louis, Enrique. Louis or Luis. If you're part of his family, my apologies. get that. Nonetheless, big third down play coming up here as the Kinkaid Falcons need to get it to their own 45-yard line. So they need about 18 yards here. So they changed the play. Whatever the play call is, now those three receivers are wide left. Gustafson, shotgun snap. He's got the running back behind him. Here's the snap. 3rd and long, fake handoff. Dump out to the outside, little screen play. Running back trying to bring it back. Brings it back across the field, trying to get an opening, but it's not going to be there. Picks up maybe 2 yards, maybe 2.5, and that's it. So another stop, Enrique, for this Second Baptist defense, forcing another punt. 4th down coming up for the Falcons. .640 and counting here in the first quarter. Beautiful night for football at Second Baptist. Huge game to start the season. High snap, punter brings it down. Here is the kick, much better kick this time, and it is a fair catch call, and the Eagles player that caught it wanted a little extra. That was Grayson Kim. Thought there was a little contact after the fair catch call, but the refs aren't going to. 45-yard line, so after a 3 and out on their first drive, again, excellent field position here for the Second Baptist Eagles as they try to get their offense going. Turner Murdoch, the quarterback. Here's the handoff to Eli Smith. He's got some room, and Eli Smith breaks it through the middle for about 5 yards. About a 4-yard gain technically for Eli Smith. We'll talk more about him in a moment. I can tell you right now, Enrique, Eli he looks bigger than he did last season. You can tell he's been in the weight room. Here's another fake handoff. Murdoch dumps it off, and there's a nice opening. He's got the tight end who's got some room. He's got a first down and more. Beautiful play call. And Second Baptist has a first down. That was a really nice play call by Coach Birtle. I'm trying to get my roster here going, and you know, the tough thing is, Enrique, number 48, we don't have a 48 on our roster. That's a problem. But that was a good play nonetheless. And so was the first down play. 3rd and short. Another handoff. It's going to be a sweep play, and it's going to be busted up. Nothing there that time, as was tackled immediately. Excellent play by the Falcons. They were waiting for it, and that screen play goes nowhere. In fact, they lose more yardage to the Eagles, and here comes another punt. So not only did they not get the first down, they also get knocked out of field goal range, and we'll see now if the Eagles can really try to pin Kinkaid back deep in their own territory. Games like this, sometimes it's about field position. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. And it's going to be right inside the 10, still rolling, and great stop by the Eagles. They get it down at about the 4-yard line. Make it the 3. Excellent special teams coverage by 2nd Baptist as they pin the Falcons deep in their own territory. So Enrique, some good offensive moments there on that drive for 2nd Baptist. They weren't able to keep the drive going, but sometimes in a game like this, hey, field position matters. And this is a great job by the special teams unit to pin the Falcons back deep in their own territory. Let's see what the 2nd Baptist defense can do here as the crowd starts to make some noise. Here we go. Snap from the end zone, in the end zone, as the running back Bell tries to take it outside, and he doesn't get anything. In fact, he might lose a yard on that play.
By the looks of it up here, he might be on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, about the 1.5, maybe the 2, but he definitely lost a yard. Talking about Dylan Bell, the running back, and let's see what the Falcons call here. So Bell, it's not Gustafson, it's Bell that's taking the snaps, and he gives it to, I want to say there's 2 Bells on this team, Enrique. There's Bell, there's Dylan Bell, right? And then I think there's Micah Bell. Yeah, there's 2 Bells. Assuming they're brothers. I don't like to assume anything, but
it could be.
Assuming they're brothers. Micah and Dylan. So here we go. Big play in this first quarter. 3rd down and long. 2nd Baptist, great penetration again. Gain of a couple, but nowhere near the first down. And the Falcons are going to have to punt. So a great stop there for 2nd Baptist.
As we're winding down of the first quarter, this is going to be a game of defenses by the looks of it. No scores on the board. I don't think they've even crossed the second half of the field. And it's going to be a battle in the trenches, basically.
Yep. And here is the punt, and a pretty good punt. Gets a decent bounce, but it's going to stop at about the 37-yard line. So again, Enrique, 2nd Baptist, they've been at midfield their first 2 drives, and now they're going to start this drive inside Falcons territory at the 37.
Yeah, if you're Kinkaid, you're going to want to basically keep on doing what you're doing, try to lock up everybody as much as you can, because this is pretty dangerous right here.
So excellent field position again for the 2nd Baptist Eagles as this first quarter winds down, and we'll see if they can break through here. The second drive for the Eagles was better, but they were ultimately stopped, had to punt, but the defense stopped Kinkaid again, and we'll see what the offense can do. Murdoch with a handoff to Smith, and they are waiting for him. Smith is gang tackled in the backfield, going to lose a couple of yards again. So right now, Enrique, we've seen 2nd Baptist hold Kinkaid, but here, flipping it around, the Kinkaid defense, they are all over Eli Smith, the outstanding Eagles running back. They're waiting for him on every play.
Yeah, they got to come up with something different.
A little fake handoff that time, and there's a completion short of the first down, but a completion nonetheless, man-to-man coverage. And even on that fake, Eli still took a pretty good pop. And he's taken some pretty good hits early in this game, has Eli Smith. But it was a 6-yard gain, and that will bring up 3rd and 4 for the Eagles here as they try to pick up a first down and keep this drive going in Falcons territory. And we'll see if Murdoch elects to take the snap before the first quarter ends. He does, and he gives it a handoff, and we've got a penalty flag down, close to first down yardage. But we'll see if this one ends up coming back with 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's going to be against Kinkaid. Looks like offsides. So that will move it closer, and it will give Second Baptist another crack on third down. Now, wait a minute. The way they're spotting that. So that's going to be enough for the first down? Okay. Yeah, I guess so, right? It was 3rd and 4. So 5-yard penalty. Yeah, there you go. First down. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. But a costly penalty for the Kinkaid Falcons gives Second Baptist a fresh set of downs. And we're going to start the second quarter with Second Baptist in great field position here on Vype. All right, welcome back to Second Baptist. I'm Jeff Biggs, joined by Enrique Rodriguez. We've got our main man, AJ, here, bringing you all the beautiful sights from this game. So happy to be with you. High school football is back, and what a way to start off the season. Beautiful, beautiful game here between Second Baptist and the Kinkaid School. You can see out in the distance the flag here at Second Baptist is at half-mast, and we want to just offer our thoughts and prayers to the families and loved ones of those brave, brave Marines who lost their lives in Afghanistan. Our hearts and prayers go out to their families. What a blessing that we get to enjoy high school football here on a Friday night. And we have fans back this year, and it's just great to be back. All right, here we go. Big first down now for Second Baptist as they try to get some points on the board here to start the second quarter. Murdoch under pressure. Murdoch is trying to get away, nowhere to go, nowhere to throw, and he's going to go down.
He is far back. Yeah, that's not looking too pretty.
Of course, as you know, Enrique, coaches in that situation, they like you to either run or get rid of the ball if you can and not take that kind of a sack, but unfortunately the protection broke down and Murdoch had nowhere to go and nowhere to throw.
Yeah, well, actually, it kind of benefits them because whenever we were on the ending of the first quarter, they got turned into a first down. So this is now their second down. So let's see if they can do something about it.
All right, second and long. It's a jet sweep and a fake, and this is a handoff that's going to get a couple of yards, but not much there for Second Baptist. That was Mikkel Reddick. All right, here we go. Big third down for Second Baptist. Murdoch looking, wants to go deep, has a man open, but a tough throw. And it's going to be incomplete and out of bounds, and another stop by the Kinkaid School Falcons. Big third down play there. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Pirtle does here. Looks a little bit too long for a field goal try.
Yeah, it's a bit too long. I think they should try to run it in as much as they can. Or it's fourth down. I didn't see that. Try to get as much out of the kick as they can, even though we got a little breeze coming in. See what they can make out of it.
It'll be a kick in the wind, so he's going to try to pin them back again with another punt. Here's the snap, here's the punt, and it's a short enough punt where the coverage can get there, and again, excellent coverage by Second Baptist. Didn't let it go into the end zone, and they're going to mark it down right about the 1 yard line. And you can hear, Enrique, you can hear the Kinkaid fans booing here because they thought it even though it was touched by Second Baptist, the ball ended up going out beyond the 5, past the 5, and they think it should be stopped there.
Yeah,
and I think the referees are talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because if he touched it right there and they ended up on, let's say, the 6, it should have just ended up right there. I don't know why they're trying to make it towards the 1.
So the officials are concurring, and so it looks like, well, yeah, so yeah, they're going to mark it at the 7. So not the 1, at the 7. That's where the ball was downed. So good to see the officials got it right.
Yeah, even though there was nothing but boos, I just miss hearing those fans just being a part of the game as well.
The energy and the excitement and the pageantry, the atmosphere. Nothing like high school football on a Friday night. So glad you're spending it with us here on Vype. Love bringing it to you each and every week. So here we go. The Kinkaid School Falcons. They have struggled mightily offensively. Let's see what they can do. Here's a handoff, little misdirection, and a fumble. But it goes out of bounds. Whoa.
That was a close call right there.
That is not where you want to put the ball down, Bell. Very fortunate that it went out of bounds. So they're going to say that Micah Bell there lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 from the 6-yard line, just shy of the 6-yard line. Gustafson, the quarterback. He's got Dylan Bell, big running back, to his left. Shotgun snap, 2 receivers to his right. Little fake pitch, handoff, and stopped there by the Second Baptist.
Dylan Bell on the outside run.
Little option play there by the Falcons. And they lose another yard. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
This is a defense game right here.
This has been a defensive struggle, absolutely, as Enrique Rodriguez just said. And that's usually how it starts, though, right? You start the season led by your defense, you get your offense going. The Eagles are fortunate. They have some really key players back. They do have a new quarterback in Turner Murdoch, and we have a flag down before that ball was even snapped. It's going to be offsides against Kinkaid. Wow. So already faced with a 3rd and long, they're going to be backed up even closer to their own end zone. They're going to bring that all the way to the 2.5-yard line. Delay of game. Half the distance to the goal. Gustafson standing in the middle of his end zone. Takes a high snap. Gets it off immediately. Out of the end zone. Room, but not enough for the 1st down.
Right back where they were.
So yeah, pretty much where the drive started. So it gives their, I guess at the very least, it gives their punter a little bit of breathing room. On the completion to Walker Bruce. But it's going to be 4th and 9. So the Kinkaid Falcons punter almost to the back of his end zone, has a couple of yards behind him. Room to work with, but not a lot. Not a lot of pressure there by Second Baptist. They really want to try to get a booming kick with the wind. And the Falcons had the win that time, and it helped for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not a strong win here tonight at Second Baptist, but it definitely helped that kick. That was a wind-aided punt for sure. That goes all the way to the 33-yard line of Second Baptist. And Enrique, they called it a 57-yard punt.
Oh, yeah. I think it probably would have been shorter, but due to the wind, they gave it even more power, more distance.
So Second Baptist, they have benefited from outstanding field position all night so far in their first 3 drives. This isn't terrible field position, but I know they were hoping to get it inside Falcons territory. Instead, They're starting at their own 33. Murdoch under center, looking now to the sidelines as they change up the play. Kind of a coach's audible, if you will. Murdoch gets the snap. Murdoch looks to his left, fires, and throws incomplete. A little miscommunication there. The receivers weren't anywhere near the ball. And that's going to happen, Enrique. You got a new quarterback, first game of the season, just different. You can practice and practice, but it's just completely different when you get the lights on and you're playing for real.
Oh yeah, when it's game time, it's a totally different ball game. It may take a couple games to try to get settled in, dialed in, and everything, but you know, this is basically like a stepping stone. This is baby steps right here.
2nd down and 10. Murdoch looks to his right this time, and again, incomplete. Was trying to lead his receiver to catch it before going out of bounds, but so far tonight, I'll say, Enrique, Murdoch's passes have all been pretty short. They've all been about 5 or 6 yard out patterns. So I think they're trying to ease him into it. They're trying to get him going. They're trying to get him into some kind of a rhythm. But this Kinkaid Falcons defense has been very, very good. They're taking those short routes away, and of course we know what they're doing to the running game. So big play here, 3rd and 10. Can 2nd Baptist keep it going? They give a handoff this time to Eli Smith, who gets a few yards but well short of the first down, and that's going to bring up another punt for 2nd Baptist. 8 minutes and counting here in the first half of play, our very first game of the season. So happy you're with us. And what a way to start it off. 2nd Baptist against the Kinkaid School, 2 premier private school programs, 2 of the top programs here in Houston going at it on this Friday night. Here's the snap, low snap, retrieved by the punter who gets off the kick. Good kick, despite going against the wind, takes a nice 2nd Baptist bounce, and it gets down to about the 32-yard line. So probably the best field position of the night coming up here for the Kinkaid School. They've been pinned back deep in their own territory. They have a little bit of breathing room here. They're going to start at their own 32, just short of the 32, and we'll see if the Falcons can capitalize on any momentum after a quick 3 and out by their defense. Two receivers to the left, 2 receivers wide to the right. Gustafson, the quarterback. Bell, his running back. 1st down, looking to his right. He's got a man open, quick slant pattern. Caught, and some breathing room there. Enough for the first down. Fumble.
And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And there is the first turnover of the game. The first big play of the game results in the first turnover of the game. And once again, this 2nd Baptist defense leading the way. You called it, Enrique. The receiver, perfect play, had enough for the first down, and as he made his move, ran right into the coverage, and the 2nd Baptist defense forced that turnover.
I just played some good lock-up ball. That's it.
So now some momentum for the Eagles, who take over right at midfield. Murdoch with a handoff, fake handoff to Smith. Tried to get his man in a crossing pattern down the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Grayson Kim. It was a little frustrated, has not been able to get open the way that he wants.
I feel like they should start running the ball more, or maybe he's just restricted to only throwing for this game only. Because there's a lot of open places that you could go to.
Here's Murdoch on 2nd down, gives it to Eli Smith, who turns it on the outside sweep, and turns what looked like was only going to be a couple of yard gain into near first down yardage.
They
Nice
got something
run.
cooking now. They got something cooking.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised there's a good couple more yards here for a touchdown.
so just about a yard short, 3rd and 1 coming up, but without a doubt, that was the best run of the night so far for Eli Smith, who's had some tough tough runs up the middle, but he found something there, like Enrique said, to the outside. Here's another handoff, and he is not going to get the first down. Again, they tried to go off left tackle, and it was just not there. The Falcons defense was waiting, and your coach Pirtle, you got 4th down. You're near the 40-yard line. A little too early to go for it. A little too close. An opportunity here to try to pin the Falcons back again deep in their own territory. Good call.
They just got to play it safe.
Yeah, good call. I know Coach Pirtle, though, I know how badly he wants to win. He wants to get this one, really wants to get a big play for his offense, but just a little too deep. So we got a timeout with 5:58 left to go as we start to get darkness here at Second Baptist on a beautiful, beautiful night to start this high school football season. Packed house, nice breeze. You can see the skyline in the distance, and the energy corridor. Beautiful. Beautiful night. Great way to start the season.
I guess they ended up changing the colors over there by the mall. That's when I was passing by. They were different. Now it's just blue.
Yeah. I don't know what the schedule is for those light changes, but you're right. They do change them. They mix it up.
Yeah, I know for Christmas they do a red and green.
Yeah.
You know, for the Christmas time. But I don't know. Maybe it was because due to the recent events that happened, maybe they have it blue.
Yeah. Well, we're still waiting for play to resume here with this timeout. But Enrique, as you said, it is just so nice to have not only high school football back, but I think more importantly, the fans back. It was really noticeable last season. I mean, as much as it was nice to be able to go to the games, and nice that the kids were able to play, nice that we were able to call the games. It's just not the same without the fans.
Yeah, I see everybody playing on the outside of the field. This is the first time. This is like the only place I've seen where everybody's playing on the outside.
So a little trick play there. Instead of a punt, they go to the short snap and they get the first down. Wow. Gutsy call by Coach Pirtle, and they pick it up.
You got to do what you got to do to get that win. You got to play it rough. You got to play it rough.
So the drive is still alive for the Eagles, and they go to the same play, but they go to the left this time. It looks like Grayson Kim takes a hard hit, but stays on his feet and turns what looked to be like a yard or two gain. Gets a couple more out of it. And now this Second Baptist offense and the offensive line is starting to impose their will a little bit on the Kinkaid Falcons and their defensive line, which has been very dominant so far. They've done a really good job at the line of scrimmage. But now the Second Baptist offensive line is starting to get a little push here as we wind down the first half, under 5 minutes to go. Murdoch with a handoff to Smith, and he is still, that was a fake pass. See, fake me out. I thought Smith held on to that one. And from where we're situated, we are on top of the campus roof, about 7 floors up. So we're a good distance away, but we're in a great spot. I mean, we can see perfectly. We're just a little bit high up. But we got AJ making sure that you have all the great visual. Here's a fake, and look at Murdoch. There he goes. That's not Murdoch, but that's a fake play, and that's a touchdown for Second Baptist. Everett Skillern, 35 yards.
That's how you do it. Right down the middle. Beautiful.
As the late, great Dick Enberg would say, oh my. So Coach Pirtle plays it close to the vest for a few drives, but two big trick plays completely fooled Kinkaid, and the Eagles are on the board first. The extra point is up, and it is good. Second Baptist jumps out to a 7-0 lead over the Kinkaid Falcons. Huge game here tonight. I'm Jeff Biggs along with Enrique Rodriguez. This is high school football on Vype. Welcome back to Second Baptist. Along with Enrique Rodriguez, I'm Jeff Biggs. Welcome to high school football here on Vype. So happy to be back with you as we start this 2021 high school football season, and what a start to this football game. Second Baptist with a couple of trick plays, one on 4th down, and then a fake handoff, fake play on this last play to find the end zone. And the Eagles are on the board first with a 7-0 lead over the Kinkaid Falcons. That was a very impressive drive.
Very beautiful, very, very beautiful. I didn't even see it coming.
Well, we thought that Second Baptist, deep in their own territory, not deep, but deep enough before midfield, we thought they were going to be content to try to pin Kinkaid back deep in their own territory, but Coach Pirtle went for it on 4th down to keep the drive alive, got the first down. There's the kickoff, retrieved by Kinkaid, and it's a little bit of yardage to about the 29, and that's where the Falcons will take over now, trailing 7-0. But two really big play calls there, Enrique, by Coach Pirtle. The fake punt, and then the trick play, the handoff that Everett Skillern found the end zone with. So we'll see what the Kinkaid Falcons can do here. 4:37 left to go in the first half. And after a drive like that, in a game like this, if you're the Kinkaid Falcons, you want to try to respond. You want to try to answer. There's a flea flicker, and it's wide open.
There you go.
There you go.
They answered right back with their own trick play.
There you go. There you go, the halfback option. Not the flea flicker, but the halfback option. Beautiful play. The running back rolled out to his right, and the receiver for the Falcons was wide open for the touchdown. And as Enrique said, the Kinkaid Falcons, very first play of this drive, they respond with a beautiful trick play call of their own. And just like that, we're tied up again, 7-7 between Second Baptist and the Kinkaid Falcons.
Brand new ball game, right over again.
I don't know about you, Enrique. I love that kind of play calling. I love it when you get a coach who believes in his team, coaches. Coach Pirtle, of course, we know how he feels about the Eagles, but the head coach for Kinkaid comes right back. Very first play. We're not done. We're not going away. We're not losing this game yet. We're coming right back. And that was a great play call. That receiver found his way behind the back of the defense and was wide open.
That's high school football for you, especially in Texas. You can't find it anywhere else.
No, nothing like high school football here in Texas. Absolutely. So 7-7, and that drive, Enrique, only took about 11 seconds because it was one play. So we were talking about how Kinkaid wanted to finish off the first half with a good drive and certainly some momentum going into the locker room. But now, with 4.5 to go, we'll see what Coach Pirtle and Second Baptist can do here before they go into the locker room. Still plenty of time here, 4.5 minutes for a good drive. So the crowd, without a doubt, by these two back-to-back scoring drives, first by Second Baptist and then Kinkaid, they are energized and they are into it. Here's the kick. Recovered by Second Baptist.
Right down
20,
the middle.
Right down the middle on his feet. 30, 35, 40, 45, and out of bounds. So it didn't go all the way to the house, but your Coach Pirtle, you'll take that. Excellent return and great field position for Second Baptist to start this drive with 4:17 left to go. 4:17 to work with for Murdoch in the offense, just shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Murdoch in the shotgun. Eli Smith, hand up the middle. Smith looking for room, tries to go back outside, but is stopped. Still gets a few yards out of it. All things considered, what looked like not much to work with turns into about a 3 or 4 yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 6 with the clock rolling under 4 minutes now left to go here in the first half. Second Baptist and the Kinkaid School tied at 7. No huddle offense with Murdoch back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Eli Smith in the backfield. Murdoch clapping his hands, gives it to Eli Smith, who is still on his feet, still trying to go, has enough for the first down, gets it inside the 40. Nice bit of running there by Eli Smith, who's looking over at the sideline. The clock is still running, Enrique. So clearly, Coach Pirtle wants to make sure that this is going to be the final drive of the half. And he's content to milk this and run off his all the time just to make sure that they get the final drive and don't let the Kinkaid Falcons get the ball back. Another fake handoff, and it's a give to Smith, who has more good yardage. So, Enrique, it seems like these misdirection play calls by the offense are really fooling Kinkaid. When it's just a straight-up run, they're doing a pretty good job of holding, but when you have these misdirection and trickeration, when you got the receivers in motion and different people going different directions, that seems to confuse the Falcons, and it's helping Second Baptist. Second down, another fake, and this time it's going to be, looks like Grayson Kim or yeah, it's going to be close to first down yardage, about third and 1, maybe 1.5, 3rd and 2. But a good little pickup.
I don't know if you saw it. He ran into his own teammate.
Yes. And
then he spun around and he reached as far as he could to get him even closer. I think that's a really good play. Even though it wasn't a first down, that was incredible.
Yeah, good awareness right there. Absolutely, Enrique. Murdoch under center. Another handoff to Kim, who gets the first down and more. As this drive stays alive. And so Kim will come off the field, and Eli Smith will come back in there. 1:45 though, so the clock is starting to run out, and Second Baptist needs to be careful here. You don't want to run out the clock before you can score. Here's another handoff, and it's a sweep to the outside, and that's a busted play. Nowhere to go. Tackled for a loss. And now there's a timeout. So that was Grayson Kim. It was Everett Skillern that had the play before who came out. Timeout with 1:24 left to go. I would think Enrique, Second Baptist, with the ball at the 30, And a second down coming up, not quite in field goal range. They're close, but I think if you're Coach Pirtle, you'd really, I mean, obviously you want to try to get the end zone if you can, but you're not quite in field goal range. You'd like to get a little bit more close, a little closer.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in the 30 and then you got like no time left on the clock, you got to do what you got to do. You got to risk it. Well, I mean, if you got a minute and 24 left, try to get as much closer as you can. Try to score, and if not, just go for the field goal. But basically, the whole entire like gist of this right now, with like I said, 1:24 left, is just put some points on before the half.
A lot of time ran off there, though, in the last couple of plays, couple minutes, and Coach Pirtle had to call a timeout here. And these are part of the growing pains when you have a new quarterback, new chemistry, new rhythm. This all has to be learned. You have to go through the process. And like you said, Enrique, it's just completely different when you're in a live game compared to practice. You can run all the 2-minute drills you want, but it's just completely different when it's live. Okay, here we go. Second down, little give, and look at that.
Too far.
The Eagles went with their own halfback option, and the play was there. Unfortunately, Everett Skillern just couldn't make the throw. You never like to be critical. That was tough. I don't know if there was a miscommunication or maybe the receiver was supposed to be in a different spot, but that wasn't even close.
No, I think he threw that pretty far off. Maybe it was they didn't read the right plays, or maybe he just threw it pretty.
Yeah, just lost
wrong.
it. Yeah, just lost it. Okay, here we go. Third down, and Murdoch is going to get sacked.
That's
and
tough.
He's completely out of field goal range now. And so if you're Coach Pirtle, you got fourth down here with under a minute left. I'm assuming he'll let the clock run out and then take the penalty and then punt. Yeah, you just let as much time run off. You're not going to get cute here. You don't want to give the Falcons the ball that close, even though the 40 is not, it's not the goal line, but you don't want to give them any momentum or any chance to make any kind of a big play right before halftime. So there we go. So they avoid the penalty. They call timeout. So they're going to punt the ball with 25 seconds left, and so Kinkaid will probably have time for one play.
Who knows? Maybe they can run it all the way back.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to try, right?
Oh yeah.
But what a great first half, and we're tied 7-7. Can't wait for the second half. Glad you're with us here on Vype. Beautiful, beautiful night for football here at Second Baptist.
It's a good breeze coming in. It just feels perfect.
And we can't say enough. I mean, you've got fans packed in the stands. They have overflow seating, and then as Enrique pointed out, on this beautiful campus here at Second Baptist, behind the football field, they've got two different. They've got a baseball field, softball field, track area, soccer area, and all of those areas have kids and fans, and they're playing and they're having a good time, and just a great atmosphere here to start off the season. Great night here at Second Baptist. All right, so here we go. 25 seconds left. Second Baptist will punt. And of course, as Enrique pointed out, the Kinkaid Falcons hope to get lightning in a bottle here with this return.
I see
Here's
a fake.
the snap.
See a fake coming in.
And there's the kick, good kick, taken at the 10-yard line, and that receiver is brought down immediately. Gets a few yards, but he's going to be taken down at about the 16-yard line. 17 seconds left. So you have time for maybe one or two pass plays, depending on how quickly their quarterback Gustafson can get rid of the ball. And obviously, Enrique, you're Second Baptist. You don't want to get burned again by that halfback option that was wide open for the game-tying touchdown. If you're Kinkaid, do you just take a knee here? We'll see. So there's Gustafson from the shotgun. Yep, he took a knee. All right. So the two sides will call it a draw for now. They'll regroup in their own locker rooms, and that will lead and set us up, Enrique, for what should be a tremendous second half of high school football here. The score at the break, Second Baptist 7, the Kinkaid School 7. I'm Jeff Biggs along with Enrique Rodriguez. This is high school football on Vype.
This time we'll put on to say welcome to the 2021 Kinkaid Varsity Cheer Squad. Sophomores Mary Jane Cornett, Helena Heath, Lindsey Brown, Carson Austin, Marley Capone, Haley Capone, Jacqueline Landers, Ryan Horlock, Ryan James, Sade Ayode, Abby Bale, Kickers, Audrey Robb, Lucy Connecta, Lauren Hildebrand, Maddie Holly, Portia Robinson, Katie Quander, Sage Olson. Seniors, Elizabeth Scott, Elizabeth Reckner, Ava Collinson. Olivia Kate Stevens, Captain Alex Watson, and Captain Joan Keller. Managed by Bruce Hurley, coached by Diane Camp and Jessica Hawk. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field and now welcome the 2021 SCS Varsity Cheerleaders. Sophomore Anna Grant, junior Emily Darwin, junior Ella Ryan, junior captain Ray Yarborough, junior co-captain NCAA All-American Caroline Marshall, senior Katie Horn, senior Cameron Kelly, senior chaplain and NCAA All-American Dina Roberts, senior captain Grace Pollock, senior co-captain and NCAA All-American Taylor Newman, senior social care Courtney Weber, senior Joni Darnell, senior Ava Lovelace, junior social care Caroline Martinez, junior Lindsay Hart, junior Scarlett Dunn, junior Caitlin Krause, and junior Caroline Coffey. The team is coached by Andrea Spence. The varsity cheerleaders work hard year-round to cheer. And all of our SBS teams at this time, please again direct your attention to the field as our varsity cheerleaders perform. Now here are your 2021 SBS cheerleaders. Ladies, your music is on. The 2021 SBS Varsity Cheerleader. We also want to give a shout out to our SBS Eagle Band. They're directed by Kendall Hintown. Give a big round of applause for our SBS Eagle Band. Please welcome to the field the Second Baptist School Golden Girls. The Golden Girls social officers are Caroline Forenza and Virginia Young. The Golden Girls dance officers are Lieutenant Kate Davidson and Captain Emily Cohen. And the Golden Girls elite is Olivia Shoemaker. Ladies, the field is yours. That's your 2021 Golden Girls.
We are back. Welcome back to Second Baptist. I'm Jeff Biggs along with Enrique Rodriguez. Opening night for high school football. And what a way to start things off. We had an incredible first half. And we are ready for the second with Second Baptist and the Kinkaid School Falcons tied 7-7. So Enrique, a little bit of an extended halftime because it's opening night. We gave fans here a little bit of a show. The players got a little bit of extra time, but nonetheless, we've got a big second half of football coming up here. 24 minutes between these two powerhouses.
Oh, I'm excited. The way how the first half went. First quarter was all defense, and second quarter nothing but trick plays up their sleeves. This is going to be very exciting.
You can't wait. And again, we're so glad that you're with us here on Vype. Beautiful night for high school football, and as Enrique said, it was a defensive struggle for a quarter and a half, and then the Eagles broke through. It all started with a fake punt on 4th down that led to a first down, and then another fake trick play led to a touchdown that put the Eagles in front 7-0. But on the very first play coming back, the Kinkaid Falcons responded with a trick play of their own, a halfback option pass that ended up with the receiver for the Falcons wide open, all alone, and he just walked into the end zone to tie the game. So like you said, Enrique, they pulled out all the, well, maybe not all of them, but they pulled a lot of tricks out of their sleeves there in the first half. We'll see what they have left. So we are just about ready here for the start of the second half. And it is going to be Second Baptist receiving the ball first to get things going here in quarter number 3. Second Baptist again with their all gray uniforms, moving from right to left. AJ working the screen for you tonight. And we've got the Kinkaid Falcons with the purple pants, white jerseys, purple helmets, about to kick things off as the, well, I thought the wind blew the ball off the tee, but it looks like he's leaving it on the ground. It's like a soccer kick. Never seen that before. Okay, there we go. Kick is up and we are underway. Second half caught at the 10, 15, 20. Oh, and a hard hit. Hard hit, and they better watch out. Yeah, there are the flags. Yep, there you go. Can't do that. Big hit, but you got to tone it down, and the Kinkaid Falcons are going to get called for taunting, and rightfully so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that hit was pretty nasty, but, I mean, you got to calm it down, like you said.
So a little bit of over-celebration there by the Kinkaid Falcons after that big hit, and they're getting a stern lecture right now from their head coach, because that's going to give Second Baptist went from a play that would maybe feel negative after that hit. They're going to tack on 15 yards. Wait a minute. Are they going to offset? What's going on here? You know what, Enrique? I was mistaken. I thought the call was on Kinkaid, but it looks like they're calling unsportsmanlike conduct on Second Baptist.
Yeah, you can see the coach at the bottom. He's just trying to figure out why was the call on them.
Coach Pirtle mystified, as are we. We saw the Eagles player get pile driven into the ground, and then a bunch of Falcons players taunting and celebrating over him. And then the flags came out. What did we miss? All right, well, they move it back. So Second Baptist will start at their own 12-yard line. Murdoch, actually that is not Murdoch. A quarterback change here for Coach Pirtle. And that play is busted up. And here comes Murdoch. So that was Everett Skillern who came in for that one play, Enrique. I guess they were trying to do something there, and that play did not work. And that's going to bring up 2nd and Second and long, and Murdoch is back in now at quarterback for the Eagles. Murdoch in the shotgun, second down, handoff to Eli Smith, who tries to break loose, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two, and it's going to bring up a third and about 9 for Second Baptist. So unfortunately, you're starting to see Enrique. You're seeing Kinkaid kind of load up the box, waiting for those runs as Murdoch rolls out to his right, fires. It's going to be complete, but short.
I think they're bringing it back because the ball hit the ground first.
It did bounce back. Okay, I thought he might have held on to it. Hard to see from up here, but you're right, it bounced, and so that would be incomplete. And we have a player, a Kinkaid player, down near the goal line. And you can see now players from both teams taking a knee to find out what's going on. And we hope and pray that that young man is okay. He is sitting up. It looks like he's having a hard time getting up on his feet. Now, you hate to see that, especially on opening night. He was able to get out of bounds, so they will get ready for the fourth down snap. And we will try to get you any information we can here on the Falcons player who's still trying to get up on his feet, and he can't. All right, fourth down, big punt here for Second Baptist from their own end zone. And now they are halting play again to take a knee as the Kinkaid Falcon player is still on the ground. He sat up, Enrique, for a moment or two and then laid back down, could not get any pressure on his legs, and now they're dragging him away from the sideline. He's still sitting down, now laying down. Now they're lifting one of his legs up, so I'm hoping maybe just a bad cramp.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's hope so. All right, here comes the big play. Fourth down, a punt from the end zone for Second Baptist. Don't want to give it up here. Here's the kick, good kick, gets underway with the wind. It's going to take back, fumble, and the Eagles get it.
Big mistake,
my.
Big mistake.
So the kick kind of came down in a hurry, Enrique, and the Falcons player tried to get it on the run so he could take off and have some momentum, but he never held on to it. It just hit him and bounced right down on the field.
Yeah, it backfired on him. You gotta make sure you're safe and grab that ball. At least try to go for a safe catch, but you can't be doing those mistakes.
And the Eagles will get it back at their own 43-yard line. Oh, what a big play here to start the second half. Murdoch under center from the shotgun. Handoff to Eli Smith, who has some room, gets it across the middle, still on his feet. Gets about 5, maybe 6. Good hard run by Eli Smith. You know, Enrique, this is our first game of the season, so you miss a lot of the cliches that we throw about, like turnovers. But they really, it doesn't matter what season it is, they still hurt, and they are still hard to overcome. And that was a huge turnover for the Kinkaid Falcons. After all that momentum that they had on defense and the big hit on the opening kickoff to cough it up and give Second Baptist life, and they just picked up a first down to the Eagles, so it's now inside Falcons territory. First down from the 47. Little screen pass, and there's some daylight. Grayson Kim on his feet. Gets a couple. But you can see that this Eagles offense kind of feeling it now. A little energy after that turnover. As the clock continues to roll here in the third quarter. Murdoch from the shotgun. Handoff to Eli Smith, who gets stuffed. Now fake handoff. Murdoch has still got it, tried to keep it, and ends up getting nothing. Busted play there. Fake handoff to Eli Smith, and Murdoch, I think, wasn't quite sure what he was going to do with it, and by the time he started to make up his mind to go, it was too late. So just like that, Enrique, big third down here coming up for Second Baptist as they try to keep this drive alive. Murdoch from the shotgun, gives it to Smith. Smith on his feet, tries to get the first down and is not going to get it. Going to be a few yards short. Gets it to about the 37-yard line, which is about 5 yards short. And we are watching the Kinkaid Falcon player being escorted over to the bench. He's on his feet, now sitting back down. So good news, he was able to walk over to the bench. Fourth down though, and here comes another punt, unless it's a trick play. Trick formation. Let's see if Second Baptist, it is a trick play. It's a pass, but it's too high and almost intercepted. So that was Enrique, a trick play, but it was going to have to be a perfect pass to thread the needle, and it did not work out.
Yeah, I was seeing them trying to run a play like that whenever for their warm-ups at the beginning of before the match, and it didn't seem like they were catching them during warm-ups. I don't know why they would try to come and try to do it mid-game.
So kind of a gamble there by Coach Pirtle. Enrique, instead of punting and trying to pin the Falcons back deep in their own territory, Kinkaid is going to take over here in pretty good field position near their own 40. Here's a handoff to Bell. Big run, about a 10-yard gain for Dylan Bell. That was a big run right there, and now Bell's down.
Oh, you just hate to see it.
Well, the tough thing is, Enrique, there is an emphasis, and rightfully so, of trying to keep these young men healthy and trying to avoid some of the real hard contact in practice, which is understandable. The problem is you spend all summer working out, training, getting ready for the season, getting ready for that first game, and then the first game gets here and you've got players that there's just no way to sugarcoat it. They're looking forward to hitting somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And those hits are hard.
But it's good to see him walk off.
Yes, good to see Bell. He's a little woozy for sure, but he is walking to the sideline, and hope that he's okay and will be able to get back into this game. He just took his helmet off. Again, that was a big run. I mean, that was a 10-yard run, one of the better runs we've seen tonight against the Second Baptist defense, which has been outstanding. So first down, just shy of the 49-yard line for Kinkaid. Handoff to the other Bell, who tries to take it outside, and he is dropped for about a loss of about 1 yard. And now this running back is nicked up. This is unbelievable, Enrique. Now he's going to have to come out of the game. He can't move. So back-to-back injury plays, and now the officials call an injury timeout, and now he falls to the ground.
I think it's 3 injuries in the span of 5 minutes.
If that, yeah.
Yeah.
And all three have been Falcons. So this is Dylan Bell. And so Bell is up and he's walking, but he is limping. And it looks like he just took a really hard shot at his feet when he tried to turn that play outside. Good tackling there by Second Baptist, but he got hit pretty good below the knees, and he's still walking gingerly over to the Falcons sideline.
Yeah, because he got up on his own free will, and he walked around a little bit, and he just went down. Maybe just a little pain, that's all.
So they are waiting to snap the ball, but they're waiting for Bell to get off the field. He is still inching his way over there. All right, there he goes. He made it over to the bench, and we are ready for this play now. Big third down coming up for the Falcons. Gustafson looks, fires, has a man open, and it is going to be caught, but short of the first down. Good coverage there by Second Baptist. They gave him a little cushion, but not enough for the first down. And we'll see what Kinkaid opts to do here, Enrique, on fourth down. 4th and 2. And I'm not seeing the punting unit run onto the field as the Falcons contingency to our right ramp up their "Let's go Falcons" cry. So they're going to go for it, Enrique. 4th down and 2. Gustafson, shotgun, calls for the snap, under pressure, tries to keep it, and he's not going to get it. Second Baptist gets the stop and the ball. Don't think they're going to call a fumble, but it was definitely short of the first down, and once again, with the exception of that trick play that they gave up for a touchdown, this Eagles defense has come through time and time again throughout this game. Big play by Second Baptist in that defensive unit. So the Eagles are going to take over. Again, very good field position at their own 44-yard line. 7-7 with 5:59 left to go here in the third quarter. Murdoch under center. Gives it to Eli Smith. Eli takes it outside. Still on his feet. Tries to keep it going. Eli, look, he's moving. He's moving. He's got a first down and more.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he was one move away from breaking that one open. Great run by Eli Smith.
We got another one down. He's running off right now.
Terrific run by Eli Smith. You can see it yourself, Enrique, why they're so high on this young man for this season. He is a beast. So first down, inside Falcons territory for the Eagles. Murdoch standing at the 50-yard line. Calls for the snap. Fake handoff. Has a man open. Caught. Got a 5-yard gain. Clock will still roll, but they'll take it. Grayson Kim, 5-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 as the clock continues to roll here in the third quarter. And if you're Coach Pirtle, Enrique, I'm sure you want to try to get something going in your passing game. You've got to get that going because this Falcons defense has been waiting for Eli Smith. He's been able to pop open a couple, but it would really, really help them out a lot if they can get any kind of momentum with their passing game. There's Smith again, still on his feet. He's working hard. Going to be close to a first down, maybe a yard short, but another good hard run for Eli Smith. And he's going to come out of the game now. Everett Skillen's going to come back in. Everett Skillen had a tremendous season a year ago as well. So big play here. 3rd and 1. Murdoch gives to Skillern, who's got some room. He breaks it out. Oh! Oh, he had nothing but daylight, a clear path to the end zone, and he got tripped up at the last moment.
It's those little trips that get you. Oh, that would have been beautiful.
Oh, he could taste it, and you could see he came over to the sideline, and that was a great, great play call by Coach Pirtle. First down nonetheless, as the Eagles keep this drive going now at the Kinkaid 30-yard line. Murdoch, shotgun, gives to Smith. Smith bumps off a defender and is now pushed back and brought back 10 yards. We'll see where they actually spot it. I don't think they're going to give him the full 10 yards. Wow, that's a very generous re-spot. He was pushed back all the way to the 40, but they're going to put it down at about the 33. Well, not bad. Your Second Baptist, you'll take that. So second and long here. Murdoch with a man in motion, and it's going to be an option play. Actually, that's Everett Skillern who takes a shot, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. No opening that time. And it's going to bring up a third and long coming up for Second Baptist. Again, trying to keep this drive alive as we wind down play here in the third quarter. Murdoch under center, shotgun. Fake to Smith, dumps it over the middle to his tight end, and incomplete. You heard Enrique. The play was there, and there was room for the first down, just could not get it up the ladder. So incomplete, that will bring up a 4th and 11. And we'll see if Coach Pirtle actually opts to punt this time or if he tries another trick play. It looks like maybe a long field goal here.
Ooh.
Okay, wow. All right, so you're looking at what?
Like 40 plus, I think?
Yeah, I think you're right. Here is the kick. It is up, and it's going to be way short. So I think Coach Pirtle thought, you know what, we have the wind. Let's go with it. And it just did not work out. And the field goal attempt, no good. And the Falcons will take over now with 2:13 left to go here in quarter number 3. Now the clock is rolling again. Always wondered why they do that, Enrique. After a play like that, you miss the field goal, and now you're waiting for the offense to set. Why does the clock roll? It's a high school thing.
Probably because it's a taps thing.
Yeah. Now it stops. All right, so here we go. Here's Kinkaid, and he looks and fires incomplete.
It bumps off number 72.
That was not what they drew up, but you can tell right now, Enrique, the Falcons lost their 2 running backs, so they're a little short-handed, and so they're going to call on their quarterback here, Gustafson, to try to pass their way down the field. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Gustafson from the shotgun, looking to his right, fires, has a man complete,
there
gets
we
the
go.
first down, and he's going to go all the way.
You may get caught. You may get caught. Oh, wow. What
They're
a
going to
reach.
say he's down. I didn't see it from our vantage point, couldn't see where the knee went down, but the official standing right there is going to call him down. Great pursuit by the Second Baptist defender, who's trying to catch his breath. But they're going to mark it down at about the 1-yard line. But a huge play nonetheless. And Kinkaid is in business, looking to take the lead for the first time in this game, and they are. Touchdown, Falcons. And they score right in front of their section in the stands in that end zone, as you can hear. Well, Enrique, we talk about momentum, and Coach Pirtle wanted to get those points, went for that long field goal, didn't work out, and seizing on that momentum, the Kinkaid Falcons, again, another big play, trick kind of pass play, and now here they are with their first lead of the game with a point after try coming up. It is good. The Kinkaid School Falcons in front for the first time tonight, 14-7 over the Second Baptist Eagles. You're watching opening night. Welcome back to Second Baptist. I'm Jeff Biggs, along with Enrique Rodriguez. Big momentum change here on campus. It was 7-7. It's been 7-7 for a while, but moments ago, the Kinkaid Falcons, with their first lead of the game, they found the end zone and are now in front 14-7. Enrique, your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I mean that field goal, that 40-plus yard field goal that I tried to go for, it was a bit too risky. I mean, if they didn't have that much faith on their kicker, I don't know why they would go for it. But I mean, I'm not the coach, so they know what he was doing. But that was Kinkaid's chance of taking over and try to get something out of it, which they did.
So we'll see now what the Second Baptist Eagles can do here. This is a big drive as far as momentum and reestablishing control of this football game. We saw in the first half, when the Eagles scored first, how the Falcons responded. So we'll see now as Kinkaid gets the first touchdown. Great run there by Grayson Kim, still on his feet, and is finally brought down. Thought he might get a little more out of that one, but Kim gets brought down at about the 27-yard line. But I was saying, Enrique, Kinkaid gets the first touchdown of this half, and now we'll see if Second Baptist can respond.
And if they do, we're all squared up again. Brand new ball game. It's a pretty low-scoring game for the first game of the season also.
A defensive struggle, as we talked about in the first half, as you would expect from these two outstanding schools. So here is Murdoch. Has a man open, tried to get through and break it open, but the Falcons defenders were right there. No go. Gain of about a yard or two on that outside pattern. Just not there. So again, most of the Second Baptist pass plays have been away from the middle. They've been trying to keep everything outside. They're trying to find some kind of mismatch on the outside to break it open that way. But it just has not been there for the most part tonight. Murdoch, again, gives it to Eli Smith. Smith on his out, tries to break it to the outside, and he's going to lose yards. So again, Enrique, they're trying to go to the outside. First it was here to the near side, now to the far side, and there's just nothing there.
I think if the sides didn't work, they should just try to stick with the middle. I mean, they got some pretty good, get some yardage out of it going towards the middle. So I think they should start sticking with that more often.
Well, either way, big third down and long here. And with all the momentum right now, if you're Second Baptist, you really don't want to have to punt. Big play, Murdoch. Murdoch looking, now he airs it out. Murdoch has a man open, and it is deflected and broken up. Not sure if it was catchable anyway. No interception, though. And that was a very quick 3 and out for the Eagles. We're going to have to punt it away here. With 1 second left in the third quarter. Just enough time to get this punt off.
Hopefully this kick is good enough so they can have some breathing room.
Snap the kick, and it is off, and a very good kick takes a nice second Baptist bounce. And it goes all the way down to the 36-yard line for Kinkaid, and that's where the Falcons are going to take over when we start the 4th and final quarter. That's coming up. It's Kinkaid 14, Second Baptist 7. You're listening to opening night, watching opening night, and listening to high school football. All right, welcome back to Second Baptist. Jeff Biggs and Enrique Rodriguez. We are with you here opening night for high school football. 2 Houston powerhouses going at it, Second Baptist and Kinkaid. And we are ready for the 4th and final quarter with Kinkaid leading Second Baptist 14-7, hoping to add on to that lead as they take over here in the 4th quarter.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just watching at my old high school, North Shore. They're beating Shadow Creek 33-10.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You know, we talked, Enrique, about how good these schools are, right? Second Baptist has not lost a regular season game since they lost their season opener to Port Lavaca Calhoun last season. Kinkaid going for their 31st Southwest Prep Conference title this year. They have not tasted defeat in the regular season since 2019. They ran the table last year.
Oh, wow.
So you talk about 2 teams that are used to winning and not losing.
And if you're Kinkaid, it's according to the Vype rankings, they have them on 10th, and the Eagles, they had them on 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. This could be an upset.
Absolutely. Well, you look at most of the rankings, and most believe that, especially with the players that they have coming back, Second Baptist is the #1 private school in Houston. Again, Kinkaid is top 10, and like we said, they would love nothing more than to pull off the upset here tonight on the road at Second Baptist with a handoff there, a gain of about 5. And this Eagles defense, which has just done such a great job throughout this game, they're down 14-7, and they really need to make a stop here. And I'm sure Coach Pirtle, even better, would love a turnover to try to help get some momentum for his offense. Second down and about 4. Fake handoff. And that's going to be another first down for the Falcons. Another good play call there. And now it looks, it kind of feels, Enrique, like this Falcons team, they've kind of found little spots where they can get some yards to keep the clock rolling and keep their drives going.
Yeah, and if you're the Eagles, you gotta wake up and see what's going on in front of them. They gotta try to stop them. Now they're gonna lose the game.
Big drive here. You really don't want to fall down by 2 scores. The way the Kinkaid defense has been playing tonight, and there's going to be a delay of game, a little offside. We'll find out. Ball start on the offense. That's going to move them back a little bit. Go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15. So a little break there for the Eagles. See if they can capitalize on that. And it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Enrique, those 2 players that left the game earlier in the 3rd quarter for Kinkaid, it looks like they're back on the field. So that's good news. Looks like they're okay.
Yeah, I see one of them back clearly right here.
That's Micah Bell.
Micah Bell, yes, he's back. That's always good news to hear.
10.5 to go, and that's going to be Bell getting the snap. He's going to keep it himself, goes to the outside, has some room, and he breaks free, and there he goes. Micah Bell into the end zone. Touchdown, Kinkaid. A 34-yard touchdown run as the Falcons add on to their lead. Wow. An electrifying keeper, if you will, for Micah Bell, who, like you said, Enrique, not only was he back, he looked fine on that play.
Oh yeah, he was ready to score something or put some points on the board.
Here is the kick. It is good. And just like that, Kinkaid has turned a tie game into a 21-7 advantage. Take a quick timeout. We are live from 2nd Baptist with the score. The Falcons 14, the Eagles 7. You're watching high school football on Vype. We are back. Jeff Biggs, Enrique Rodriguez, AJ behind the camera. Glad to be with you. This has turned out to be quite a game. We knew it was going to be intense. We knew that we were going to have 2 outstanding defensive units, and now we're seeing the offense come to life, at least for the Falcons, who have opened up a 21-7 lead. And they did it pretty quickly here. 10:16 to go here in the 4th quarter. And, you know, Enrique, obviously that on one hand, that's a lot of time, but on the other hand, when you're down 2 scores playing against a very, very good defense, this is a big possession. Now, again, this Eagles team, like we talked about, these are two programs that are used to winning. And these are the kind of games that this is why you come to 2nd Baptist, to play in these kinds of games. As Eli Smith couldn't get the handle on it, it goes out of bounds, and it's going to put 2nd Baptist back all the way to about the 3.5-yard line, 4-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like after the second touchdown that Kinkaid scores, seems like the Eagles are they lost hope, they lost momentum. That they're on the field just to be there. Like there's nothing going on. They're just losing yards. It's just nothing.
Well, big drive here. We'll see what they can do. Eli Smith, by the way, Enrique, as you know, this young man is already committed to Villanova.
Oh wow.
And so there is a pass, and it's a good throw, but unable to hang on.
Oh, no, it's caught.
Oh, he caught it. My apologies. I thought it hit the ground.
If I'm not mistaken. Because the refs are over here, they're marking it. It was caught. But there is a flag on the play. In the back.
That's coming back. Wow.
Oh.
What a bummer.
But maybe that's what they needed to get back in the swing of things.
I thought that one hit the grass, but a tremendous catch that is unfortunately for naught because of a false start by the Eagles offense.
What a bummer.
That's one thing you hate to see at any level, penalties, because in a game like this, a big game like this, it's hard enough to win. You can't beat yourself. So that's going to move the Eagles back. They give to Eli Smith, who runs it hard, trying to get a little breathing room. Gets it across the 5. As the clock continues to roll here. But what a deflating penalty for Second Baptist.
Yeah, that clock was going pretty quick. Just ticking and ticking.
And if you're Coach Pirtle, Enrique, man, on one hand you don't want to panic, but on the other hand, you do want to have a sense of urgency here. You got to get some first downs. You got to get the ball.
Oh,
down
he
the
breaks
field.
through all of them.
There's Eli Smith still on his feet, and
he gets the first down.
Depends on the spot. I agree. He's right there. Let's see where they give it. I'm with you. I think he's got it.
Yep. I see this.
Yep, he's got it. There you go.
Wow.
Big time run right there. Well, make no mistake about it. When you get to the semis 3 years in a row, like Second Baptist, you need some big time players, and Eli Smith is a big time player. Murdoch fires, and he's got a man open, caught, out of bounds, stops the clock, and that's going to be a gain of about 8. Yeah, I guess they're not going to stop the clock. I thought he got out of bounds.
I thought so too.
Okay. Well, my apologies. From where we're at, that's like way on the other side of the field, and that's about as far away as we can be. Here's Smith again, and he's got the first down and more. Still grinding and churning, and gets the first down and is across the 30. But again, that clock is at 8:25, and you're down by 2 scores. We have not, other than that that one trick play, we have not really seen the Second Baptist offense really take a big strike down the field.
Low snap.
Low snap picked up, and
yeah, they could do nothing about it.
Murdoch is down. So fortunate to avoid any problems there, but again, that takes almost a minute off the clock. 2nd and 13, loss of 3, and the Eagles are kind of looking over at the sideline, waiting for the play. Here they go. Murdoch from the shotgun. He's got Smith to his left. Hand off to Smith on his feet. He's got room. He's right down the middle. He's got the first down and more, all the way to the 50-yard line. Eli Smith.
They got to hurry.
Big first down for the Eagles, and they're going to call a timeout.
There we go. Pretty smart.
Well, I don't know if they did or if it's an injury timeout, because we have another Kinkaid player down, and the way he's holding his leg, it looks like another cramp. Well, I told you, Enrique, I went downstairs at halftime, and we are fortunate. We're up here very high, but we can feel the breeze. It feels about 10 to 15 degrees hotter down by the field than it does up here. So I can't say that I'm surprised we're seeing these players cramp up. So that will stop the clock with 7:27, and you can see the player, he's up, he's walking. He just needs to get a drink of water, get some Gatorade, and get back out there. I don't know. On one hand, if you're Second Baptist, you don't want the clock to stop. You want to get that momentum going. But on the other hand, allows you to catch your breath for a minute and decide what you want to do. So big play, big run by Eli Smith. Murdoch looking, fires, has a man open. Gain of about 5, tries to turn it into more. Not there. Turned out to be a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 as the Falcons get inside. The Eagles get inside the Falcons' territory at the 45-yard line. Murdoch, handoff to Smith. He's got the first down and more, still on his feet. Finally gets brought down inside the 40. Tell you what, Eli Smith on this drive, when they've needed a big run, Enrique, he's come through.
Yeah, he's there.
But again, the clock continues to roll. Now down to 6.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, wasn't it like 10 minutes like whenever we started, like not too long ago?
Yeah.
It's just ticking.
And it looks like Skillern is now back at quarterback. He hands off to Smith, who gets another first down, and the ball comes out, and
heartbreaking fumble.
That's going to be recovered by the Falcons, who are going to take over, and that might be it. Boy, you saw that one kind of playing out. Eli Smith had the first down. He was hit as he was falling to the ground. It came out, and the Falcons get their first turnover of the game, and it's a huge one.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you have that much momentum and you keep on running and running, everything's going your way, towards the end, it just breaks off. You just hate to see it. It doesn't matter what team you go for. I mean, if you're the opposing team, that's great. I mean, you're up 21-7. It's amazing, but if you're the Eagles, it just sucks.
Here's Bell again. He's going to keep it himself. That's the same play that he ran and scored the touchdown with. Doesn't get a touchdown, but he gets a first down, or at least very close to it. And that will keep the chains moving, and that will keep the clock moving as well. They're going to give it to him. Yep. They don't even measure anymore. It's close enough. And now they will just milk this clock as much as they can. 5:35 and counting. The Kinkaid Falcons up 21-7. Here's Bell again, just going to keep it himself. Same play, brings it back. He's got the first down and more. Bell on his feet, breaks a tackle. He's deep. Now he's knocked out of bounds. Almost had another score. Well, you can see they've found something there on that right side, and they've just worn down this Second Baptist defense, which, Enrique, I mean, they did their part. I mean, they kept this game as close for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah,
and
now
just needed some help from the offense.
Yeah, Kinkaid is just trying to put the nail in the coffin. They want to make sure that there's no chance for them to come back.
5:15 and counting. Inside the Second Baptist 30, another keeper for Bell. Still on his feet, pushes it outside, tries to cut back, and he's going to lose some yardage. So Second Baptist was ready on that play, and 3 Eagles players jumped on Bell and turned that play into a loss. But again, the clock continues to roll, under 5 minutes now. In addition to our high school football matchup here in Vype, we've got the Lone Star Series going on in Arlington. What's going on with the Rangers and the Astros, Enrique?
Right now, the Astros are up 5-4 at the top of the 8th.
Ooh, good game. Here is Bell again. He's going to turn it out to the outside again, and he's content to just kind of keep it. He didn't have a lot of urgency on that run. You could tell he was just looking to kind of keep the clock moving, get close. And now we're going to get to the 4-minute mark. As they milk this clock for as much as they can. Now the ball is down. Under 4 minutes to go. Kinkaid 21, Second Baptist 7. Bell taking over at quarterback. Gives it a little reverse. And this is going to be another big play for the Eagles, for the Falcons, I should say. And that gets all the way inside the 10-yard line of Second Baptist. So beautiful play. We haven't seen them run that reverse all night. They saved it for this moment, and it turned out to be a big gain. I guess the only negative is it went out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
Stops the clock with 3:29 left to go. And wait a minute, we're seeing the ball coming back, so looks like there was a penalty. Maybe a hold there for Kinkaid.
Could be.
Yep, there it is. Well, sometimes when you get those big holes, you wonder why. Although, as we always say, you could, if you wanted to, you could call holding on every play. But that's another topic for another show. All right, here's Bell. A little wildcat formation. I think Kinkaid really does not want to turn the ball over. Now he's looking, has a man open, and they had the play. A little wheel route. And that was, I'll tell you what, at the very least, Coach Pirtle is going to have some good game film to take a look at here, but that was a busted play because the Falcons player was able to get right behind that defense, and he was wide open. And if he would have caught that pass, he would have scored. Incomplete, and that play only took 5 seconds. So 4th down, is that correct?
Yeah, 4th down.
4th down, and they're going to go for it. And that should delay a game, so that'll move them back, and then maybe they'll try to punt. Get that extra 5 yards to make sure they don't give a touchback. I have to say, I like this referee. I give this referee credit. He doesn't look at the marker. He counts the yards himself. he doesn't add 5 yards from. Now we got a timeout. All right, timeout. Kinkaid. 3:24 left in this game. Kinkaid with a 21-7 lead over Second Baptist on opening night of high school football here on Vype. I'm Jeff Biggs along with Enrique Rodriguez. Welcome back to opening night high school football on Vype. Jeff Biggs, Enrique Rodriguez, glad to be with you. Friday night high school football is back. Make sure you stay with us all season long on Vype. Your school, your coverage. It's all on Vype all season long. 4th down, fake punt for the Falcons, going for a trick play, halfback pass, incomplete, and Second Baptist will take over. Well, as you know, Enrique, 3:18 left to go. You're down 2 scores. Lots of things you work on in training camp and practice. You work on 2-minute drills and different formations, but you also work on big plays. You work on trick plays.
Oh yeah, this is where everything you practice, those 2-minute drills, even though it's 3, you could just put it to use right here.
So the Eagles are going to take over at about the 33-yard line. Murdoch is going to dump it off to. That's not Smith, is it? Whoever the running back was there, looks like he was able to get enough for a first down.
With 3:09 left on the clock.
Yeah, that was Smith. My apologies. I wasn't sure. Okay. So first down. But again, the clock continues to roll. Under 3 minutes to go now. Murdoch looking, fires, incomplete. Tough throw, tough coverage. That'll bring up second down. 2:55 left to go in this game. Second Baptist trailing by 2 touchdowns. Murdoch, shotgun, Smith to his right. Handoff to Smith, who keeps it, still on his feet, goes down, going to be short of the first down. Pickup of about 6. A little surprised, Enrique. I understand Smith is your guy, and you're hoping that maybe he can bust one open. But at the same time, you're down 2 scores, and you got 2.5 minutes left. I would think at the very least, let your quarterback Murdoch make some throws, try to help his confidence. And there we go. But that one's a little too hard, a little too high, and incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. My off base there, I'm not trying to be critical of the young man. I know this is his first start, but this is a big-time player playing at a big-time school. And need some deep throws here. Here's a handoff to Eli Smith, who's going to get the first down. So even on 4th down, they kept it on the ground, Enrique.
Yeah, I mean, with 2:15 left on the clock and with the taps rolls, the clock, like I said, I wasn't even done talking. Now we're at 2:10. The clock's going to keep on ticking. There's really nothing that they can do.
There's Murdoch, has a man open and a little too high and incomplete. Tries to get it to Grayson Kim, and you can just see the body language right now on these Eagles players. Not the start to this season that they were hoping for. A lot of really, really good publicity coming into this season, and rightfully so, with the talent that they have on this roster. I guess, Enrique, on a positive note, as Eli Smith keeps it, tries to break it loose, but is gang tackled and gets to about the line of scrimmage. The clock's going to continue to run. I was going to say, on a positive note, Enrique, if you're Coach Pirtle and Second Baptist, you can say, well, you know what? Last season, we lost the opener, and then we came back and we ran the table and made it all the way to the state semis. So, again, not the start that they wanted, but some good moments, really good start to this defense, some really big-time runs for Eli Smith. Murdoch, I think, will have some throws that he'll wish he could have back, but definitely some things to work there. Again, I mean, there's a lot of talent on this Second Baptist roster.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, like you just gotta look back at the film and just learn from your mistakes, see where you did wrong, where you did right, where you can, take some stuff away from, where you can improve, and just come back stronger than ever. Maybe go all the way to the title.
And on the flip side, Enrique, I mean, for the Kinkaid Falcons to come on the road on a hot August night here at Second Baptist and to win on the road and to do so with as they dump it off to Eli Smith, who's on his feet, and there's going to be a penalty there. Was that on the hit?
Probably was on the hit.
Maybe leading with a helmet. We're waiting for the official call. But I was saying, Enrique, for the Kinkaid Falcons to come here on the road and to win the way that they did with some really big-time plays on offense. A couple of them were trick plays, but also just excellent execution and great defense when they needed it. Very, very impressive start to their season.
Oh yeah, if they keep on playing the way how they played today, they're gonna be pretty fine. They just gotta tune up some stuff, and they could possibly meet up with Second Baptist again.
Absolutely. Well, thought that penalty was against Kinkaid, but it was against Second Baptist. Holding.
Oh,
there you
wow.
go. Well, Smith ended up turning the corner and getting a pretty big gain, and so there's your makeup call from the last drive. So see how they always even out?
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence. So 1:36 on the clock. And we are waiting for the official to move away from the ball. I'm not sure what's going on here. Not sure what's going on here, Enrique. Now a couple of the other officials are conferring. And one of them is walking toward the Kinkaid bench to give an explanation over there. Coach Pirtle is looking as well. Now
Maybe
he's walking onto the field.
He just adjusted the yardsticks.
And now you can tell this official here walking towards the Second Baptist sideline. I don't think he's happy that coach is on the field. Well, you know, it is opening night for the officials too, Enrique. So opening night for us, opening night, of course, for the players and the coaches. And now the referees are conferring again.
I wonder what it is.
Maybe they're trying to determine if the spot was accurate. Wondering how maybe the holding penalty wasn't back far enough. I don't know.
So now they're moving back.
Yeah, see? But then the ball, if the ball right now is 2 yards short of a first down, that doesn't make sense, right? You just got called for holding, right? How is it? You see what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
Shouldn't it be back a little more? Oh, well.
Just the heat.
Yeah. Well, So I guess that's a first down then.
So works out at the end.
That was bizarre.
Your first down, ball style on the 31.
Yeah, see, if it's a holding penalty, it should be 10 yards from where the play was originally called, which would make it. There's an interception. So we were waiting for Murdoch to air it out, and he tried to get something down the sidelines, and that one was picked off. And that will do it. That's going to be the cherry on the sundae for these Kinkaid Falcons who come here on the road. Oh, they called it incomplete. Never mind. Okay. My apologies again. From our vantage point, looked like he had it. Second down, Murdoch. Well, that's good. I'm glad, good for him that he didn't get the interception, and then Kim drops it, and that's incomplete. It's one of those nights.
Yeah.
One of those nights. That will bring up third down with 1:09 left to go in this football game. Murdoch takes the snap, gets a block from Smith, keeps it himself, throws, and he's got a man open. Beautiful play. My question was Murdoch beyond the line of scrimmage? I guess not. That's going to count. Grayson Kim, 31-yard touchdown strike. Well, we were waiting, Enrique, we were waiting for Murdoch to air it out all night.
Finally did.
Play,
1 minute left.
A couple plays ago, we avoided an interception, and that was a beautiful play call to get Grayson Kim on that post pattern. And now the point after try is good. And now with 1:01 left, it's a one-score game. And I'll tell you what, Enrique, minute left, onside kick.
It can happen.
It can absolutely happen. Again, we talked about things you work on at practice and during training camp. Here's another one.
This is it right here.
Remember, the Cowboys had that epic onside kick situation last year with the Falcons.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Of course, in the NFL, they've tweaked the rules a little bit. They're trying to make it a little more exciting for onside kicks. So we'll see what they do here.
They're cooking up something.
So here we go. The ball is on the tee. Need to get it to the 50-yard line where the Falcons are waiting.
Here we go.
A little short shanker kick. It's still on the ground, but it is recovered by the Kinkaid Falcons. So had the right idea. They wanted to kind of get it in that open space on the ground, but they just could not get anybody over there in time to get on it. And the Falcons will take over with a chance here to run out the clock and win this football game. if you're the Falcons, you can pretty much take a knee, right, at this point?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they will do. I'm surprised they're still in the shotgun, but I guess that's what they feel comfortable. Oh, they're keeping it. Wow. That's really surprising to me, Enrique. Really surprising.
Yeah, I was already expecting a knee also.
Timeout. Second Baptist. So gain of about 5, maybe 6. But to run into space like that with a chance of a strip or a fumble, that surprises me.
It's very risky.
I understand you want to be confident, right? You want to be confident and you want to believe in your guys and you don't want to give in and all those things, but maybe they're just trying to get themselves in a position. Although, hey, I mean, for what was a meaningless play, it was a 6.5-yard gain. So, yeah, they're not going to take a knee here again. There's Bell from the shotgun. And he's going to keep it again. Same play, runs to his right, turns it outside. This time he is going to lose yardage. He's going to lose about 2 yards. Another timeout. 47 seconds left. But I think Kinkaid is thinking eventually they're not going to be able to stop the clock. Yeah, you know what? I can see what Kinkaid is doing, Enrique. They knew the timeouts were coming, so they wanted to burn off as much time as they could by running to the outside before they could call the timeout. Because if they just took a knee, they would call a timeout right away, and there would be about 10 more seconds on the clock. So I get it. Still risky though, but I get it. If I'm not mistaken, Second Baptist has one timeout left.
Yeah, they got one more left.
One more left. But then that fourth down play, they're probably might get it back for one play. Maybe, depending on what happens.
I was just thinking about that too. They could get it back, have some time left on the clock, but I don't know.
So here we go. Third down. Bell keeps it, rolls out to his right again. He's going to go still on his feet, shakes off a tackle, and he's going to be very close to another first down. Goes out of bounds, though, with 40 seconds left. And I'll tell you what, Second Baptist may not have to use that timeout. They might be able to use it on fourth down unless they give him the first down.
It looks like they're going to go on the first down. Oh, no, the ball's right here.
Okay, so that's fourth down and about 2.
Now, this is interesting right here.
So you can tell they're going to try to get that first down. This is it right here. They got a receiver, I think a decoy receiver to the left. Here's a handoff, and he is going to
make it.
He didn't make it. Timeout. 35 seconds left.
Oh, my.
And that was fourth down. They're going to take over right there. Unbelievable.
Wow. That's some good yardage right here, too.
Yeah. So Second Baptist is going to take over the football at the Falcons' 38-yard line with 35 seconds left and a timeout.
And Kinkaid still has 2 of their timeouts also.
Here we go. Murdoch from the shotgun. Murdoch, fake handoff to Smith. Murdoch rolling out, and he's going to go down. Oh, my.
Oh, no.
Oh, busted play.
Trying to spike it.
Clock continues to roll. 20 seconds. Murdoch from the shot. Yeah, now he drops it down. Oh, you hate to see that. That was a great play by Kinkaid. Even with Smith in the backfield, they had two backs in the backfield, but they knew they wanted to air it out, and they were ready. So just like that, 3rd down and long with 18 seconds left. Here's Murdoch from the shotgun. Murdoch looking, fires, has a man open, and it's going to be out of bounds. Caught. Short of the first down, though. Grayson
They
Kim.
need to get the first. With 15 seconds left on the clock, they need to get the first.
It's going to be 4th down and about 7. So certainly no gimme here. 15 seconds left. As Enrique said, have to get the 4th down to keep the drive alive. Murdoch looking under pressure. Murdoch throws, has a man caught, incomplete, and that's the ball game. The receiver tried to hang on, tried to pull it down, would have been short of the first down anyway. Murdoch had no time. He had to get rid of that ball, and that was the only guy nearby that he could see that was open, but it was short, and you can see the Falcons starting to celebrate on the far sideline. 9 seconds left. Falcons will take over on downs, and I'm betting they will take a knee this time. There it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the ball game. What a win for the Kinkaid Falcons, who come to Second Baptist, and they take down the Eagles in this season opener by the final score of 21-14. What a night for high school football. Well, Enrique, it was a pleasure, my man. Look forward to working with you again, but can't say enough how nice it was to be back here on campus, back with the fans, and what a great way to start off the season.
Oh yeah, we're back, we're ready. Gotta wait for the next one though.
All right, for Enrique Rodriguez, for our outstanding cameraman AJ, I'm Jeff Biggs. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're going to be with you all season long on Vype. Make sure you check your local listings. Thank you, though, for spending part of your Friday night with us. And again, the final score, Kinkaid 21, Second Baptist 14. You've been watching high school football on Vype. Good night, everybody.